Welcome back to the channel. One of the most common questions I constantly get is, what are the most important pieces to build business credit and access working capital? So in this video, I'm going to break down and rank the key elements you need to build business credit, starting from the most important down to the least. These rankings are based on my experience of helping businesses get access to funding. I've compiled all the data right here for you so you don't have to find your way on your own. Let's get started with the first and most crucial piece. It's your personal credit profile. You might have seen in my other videos, I make this very known. I can't emphasize this enough though. Your personal credit profile is a real-time snapshot of how you've been managing your personal finances, and it plays a major role when you're starting out in business. Many people don't realize this, but your personal credit is often the deciding factor when banks are determining whether to extend business credit to you or not. This is why, especially for new businesses or businesses generating less than the $2 million in revenue threshold, a personal guarantee, or PG as it's known to the people that have been studying business funding, is usually required. Think of it like co-signing on behalf of your business and betting on your own success. Now, I understand why people hesitate to use their personal credit to secure business credit. It seems counterintuitive, but if your business is young and still growing, it doesn't yet have the strength to stand on its own in the eyes of lenders. So until your business crosses that $2 million revenue mark or hits that 2-year milestone, you're likely to need the leverage of your personal credit. And that's okay. It's all about betting on yourself, and that's how you win big. Trust me, I've seen countless business owners who were denied credit simply because their credit scores were below the 620, 630, while those with 750 or higher were quickly approved with generous limits. So, with that in mind, I'm going to rank personal credit as S tier level. It's that important. Next up is business formation documents. This includes your EIN, your LLC or corporation setup, articles of organization, and your operating agreement. These documents legally establish the business and create what is the corporate veil. The veil separates from your personal and your business identities, protecting your personal assets. Without these formation documents, your business simply cannot apply for credit on its own. Now, while it's essential to have this foundation in place, it won't get you the business credit alone, but it is a very necessary step. So I'm going to rank it pretty high with business formation documents as your B tier. Moving on, we have business bank accounts. Your business bank account is essential for keeping your personal and business finances separate, which is crucial for maintaining that corporate veil just mentioned previously. But beyond that, having a business bank account helps you build relationship with banks, and you want to build multiple relationship with multiple banks. They get to see how you manage your business finances over time, which can help you secure credit even with your LLC is young or your credit score isn't perfect. I've seen businesses with 690 to 700 credit scores still get approved for funding, thanks to their solid banking relationship. For that reason, I'm ranking business bank accounts at an S tier. Now, let's talk about business credit scores. Your business credit score is determined by your company's payment history, available credit, and things like UCC filings or tax liens. The three main business credit bureaus are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Most people are familiar with the DMB Paydex score, which ranges from 1 to 100. But here's the thing, banks don't rely heavily on your Paydex score for business credit decisions. They're more concerned with your financial accounts like credit cards and loans, which is why personal credit often outweighs business credit, especially for business under the 2 million per year in revenue threshold. So while business credit scores do matter, I'm going to rank them at a B tier. Our next crucial factor is your industry classification code. These codes are used by banks, government agencies, and the lenders to classify your business into specific categories. Banks use these codes to assess your risk, and not all industries are created equal. There are some industries considered high risk, and it might be looking into more generic classification to improve your approval odds. I've seen clients go from 0 to 175,000 in working capital just by switching to a lower risk classification. Because of its importance, I'm ranking the industry classification at an S tier. Next on your list is your business telephone line. Banks want to see that your business is set up professionally. And one of the ways they check that is by verifying that you have a separate business phone line. It helps establish legitimacy. And that being said, I've seen businesses get approved for funding using their personal cell phone numbers. So while it's helpful, it's not the most critical. I'm ranking business phone line at a C tier. Now, let's talk about your business name. The name you choose for your LLC or corporation can make or break your funding prospects. Certain industries, like real estate or cannabis, can be flagged as high risk. So it's important to choose a business name that doesn't raise red flags. I always tend to recommend something generic like your own name, initials, or a broad term like enterprises, management, services, holding, etc. Keeping it simple could be the difference between an approval and a denial. And because of that, I'm ranking business name at an A tier. Finally, we have your business address. Your business address plays a role on how banks view your credibility. And there are three types of addresses: brick and mortar, virtual office, and home base. Brick and mortar locations are straightforward, but virtual offices are a great alternative if you don't need a physical location. Just avoid using a PO box or a home address if possible, as banks prefer a more official looking setup. They need to see when they look it up on Google Maps that it looks like an official business. Depending on your situation, this can be more or less important, but something to keep in mind. So I'm going to rank in this setup a business address as a B tier. So to wrap it all up, if you're very serious about building business credit, focus on your personal credit profile, set up your business bank account, make sure your business is classified correctly. These are some of the top factors that will help you secure capital that you need to grow. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and drop any questions in the comments. And if you want to work with us directly, as always, I'll pin a comment for the consultation link. I'll have some links that you can find some value in. And once again, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. It means a lot that you check out our videos, and let's get you funded. And we'll see you in the next video.